What's good, family? Smash the like button and subscribe. So we just heard there from Tyson Fury's one of his exclusive sparring partners. And I bring this to you, obviously, as you've seen by the title, this right here is a leak. Yeah, you man don't... How many of you, man, know any of Tyson Fury's sparring partners? Oh, you don't? There you go then. This right here is an exclusive leak from one of the YB's sources inside the camp, inside Wilder vs Fury 3 training camp. You just heard there from Tyson Fury's sparring partner. Allegedly, he's saying Fury is displaying one bang power in sparring. Now, I do find it kind of peak because that means surely he must be admitting that he's been sparked out himself, if that makes sense. Because I don't know about you, but if I tell you that I'm Tyson Fury's number one sparring partner, yeah. Oh, I'm Tyson Fury's number one sparring partner. Oh, and by the way, he's got one bang punch power. That surely means that you've been knocked spark out yourself. So the reason I bring that up is to say that many people, anyone, could question his reliability or whatever. Is he being honest or whatnot? But he's basically just told you, man, that he's been ironed out himself. So it's not very beneficial to himself, if that makes sense. Why would he admit that he's been knocked spark out? Although, you could say that, well, he's just a sparring partner. Maybe he's been watching other people in the camp be knocked spark out. So, who knows? That said, I do find it kind of, what's the word? I'm pretty sure, isn't this man an MTK fighter? Is it a coincidence Tyson Fury in the last few days comes up with the one punch KO power narrative, and all of a sudden Fury's mysterious sparring partners are popping up out of it, you know what I'm saying? Popping up out of the woodworks, reporting exactly the same thing. How many times now have we heard these word for word copycat dons? Let's not forget this. We came off of a period of months where Frank Warren, John Fury, Tyson Fury, Bob Arum were saying exactly the same thing word for word. MTK Ultra. Yeah, script writing. PR teams. We've heard it. And now all of a sudden, the next PR script has come out. The next PR script is Tyson Fury, one punch KO power. You've got Fury's trainer saying it, Tyson Fury saying it, and now sparring partners are saying it. So you man can take it, believe it if you want. Me personally, as far as believing anything out of MTK or believing anything out of Tyson Fury's mouth, I'll believe it when I see it. I hope I do see it, to be fair. It'll make things interesting. Do I believe it? Not from what I've seen. We've seen Fury on the bag. Now, again, Fury's trainer seems to say, oh yeah, Fury's punching different now and we've had longer to work on it. If you think partying with Adrian Broner is having enough time to work on it, then that's your business. But I'm telling you, you haven't been working on it. How about that? He's been partying. I've seen you and Tyson Fury and his trainer, bouncing off the walls. Showed you, man, the video. Tyson Fury has been getting steaming with his trainer. The only thing he's been one banging is the Ricky Hatton lines. How about that? I think he's getting confused here. Yeah? I think Mr. Kronk is getting confused with what Fury's been banging. Because it hasn't been heads. It's been the lines. How about that? So you went wrong. Yeah? Fury's been doing a whole bag in one snout. How about that? Not one bang, one snout. Fury's been one bang in the packet, alright? No doubt. Fury has been one bang in the packet. They call Fury... What do they call him? I don't know what they call him, but what we do know is, if you got any bits, yeah, you don't want to bring them around Tyson Fury because they ain't going to last long. He will one bang your packet. If you bring any bits around Tyson Fury, yeah, it's gone. Because he's going straight up his snout. He ain't sharing. He's not a sharer. Yeah, he's not a social snorter. He's a one bang snorter. Goes straight up the nostril. So anyway, listen. Whilst we don't know the exact reference of what this man's talking about when they say one bang, is it the sniff? Is it the punching? We don't know, and that's what my point is. I'll believe it when I see it. Because Tyson Fury's trainer has been compromised. We have seen him with the fruity shirts on. We've seen him with the big chain on and the shades on. He's been compromised. He's not Kronk. Manny Stewart, I don't remember seeing Manny Stewart with Naz or whoever else having a big chain on and big shades on and dancing on the tables and doing God knows what. Haven't seen that one. Sorry. Again, this is that new 2021 fruitiness. Even the Kronk's been poisoned with this new age goofiness. You'd never see Manny kind of wilding out like that. This Don, I keep forgetting his name, but whatever his name is, Tyson Fury's trainer, that cat there, he's almost like he's trying to live his 20s again. Oh yeah, look, Fury's got a shirt on and I'm going to it's going out super sad. Kronk is going out super sad right now. Yeah, the minute I saw Tyson Fury bouncing off the walls and Mr. Kronk was there, not only just there, he was joining in with it, egging it on. Like, I thought, wow, this is bad. So yeah, my point is, I take everything that comes out of this whole camp with a pinch of salt, because I've seen it all. When you're prepared to get all the way turned up with your athlete, then you'll say anything, won't you? When you've had that kind of bonding, Tyson Fury and his trainer have had the highest level of bonding. When you've turned up to the level they have for weeks in Miami, you best believe, yeah, they're well bonded, which means that he's lost his impartiality. He can't be impartial. He can't be straight down the line. He'll tell us anything now. Because if he doesn't, Tyson Fury will basically release the tapes and show that the Kronk's also got a Harry Hoover nose. Yeah? What were them, them little Hoovers? No, Henry Hoover. Yeah? If Mr. Kronk doesn't go along with the narrative of the one bang, guess what? Tyson Fury will leak the tapes of Henry Hoover nose, of Kronk featuring Henry Hoover nose. Yeah? So it's one of them ones now. We just don't know. He's lost that. You know, there's a reason the great trainers, guess what? I never saw no video of Costiamato in the club with Tyson with big pair of shades on and doing way too much. Didn't see it. There's a reason for that. And even Kevin Rooney and Teddy Atlas, I didn't see that video with the big chain on and the open button shirt and the big pink shirt and the big chain and big shades on. Didn't see that video. Sorry. So this whole narrative, it is that until we see otherwise. Now, fair play. I've already given Mr. Kronk his credit for the first fight. Or for his first fight, for the Wilder rematch. I've already given credit for that. Even though I was the one to actually come up with that strategy, truth be known. All the receipts are there. I was the one who said. The only one. I'm not even joking. I was the only one to say, if Tyson Fury goes forward, he will win in devastating fashion. If he backs up, Ben Davison's scary style, he get knocked out. I was the only one to say it. All these so-called boxing heads, Hatman. Fury needs to go in there and he needs to be sharper. He needs to run around some more. And all the receipts are there. You can watch them yourself. I said Tyson Fury needs to go in there and wail all over him. And get on top of him. And bully him. Just like he did Steve Cunningham. So I'm not a hater. I'm not a hater at all. I'd love to see Fury with a one bang. But I'm just not... I don't know. We've seen the tapes. I've seen Tyson Fury's boobies on his back, bojangling. Them boobies were bojangling. Tyson Fury said, I'm going to come in 300 pounds. I'm not sure how conducive extra weight is to actual power, truth be known. I think it's a bit of a myth. Look at Andy Ruiz. Andy Ruiz was big for nothing. Yeah? For having extra fat. Fat isn't propulsive. It's just dead weight. It makes you slower. And I think in a way it can also make you lazier. I think it's a cheap way to kind of not work hard. I'm coming in for power. I'm going to be fat. And that's what worries me really about this whole thing as well, from Fury's trainer and from Fury himself. We're going to come in 300 pounds, nice and powerful. Yeah, or nice and lazy. See what I mean? It's a bit of a double-edged sword for me. 300 pounds from Tyson Fury's perspective doesn't mean I'm going to go in the gym and bang loads of weights or whatever. It means, If I can come in 300 pounds, that means I can only have to train twice a week. Just turn up. I'm gonna be nice and big and heavy. Because if Fury really is planning on balling Wilder over in one shot, why not? Why does he need to be fit for? Just turn up, knock him out. So again, and some people say things like, "Oh, YB, it's only mind games." No, Fury is definitely a lot fatter than he was. A lot fatter. Fury's never really had them kind of boobies on his back. Proper boobs. Yeah? Proper bulbous boobs on his back. That's normal. That's not normal even for Fury standards. He's seriously eating more. And he wasn't in the best of shape anyway, if that makes sense. So anyway, I couldn't care less for this fight, truth be known. I'm a winner either way. I just hope it's not a boring fight. How about that? As long as someone gets sparked out, I'm all for it. If Fury does add one punch power, that'll be scary. If he hits Wilder once and Wilder goes spark out, that'll be probably one of the most amazing transformations in boxing history. In as much as throughout history, show me a time when someone's been able to go from one of the weakest, most genetically flawed fighters in the power department to sparking people out of one punch. Show me one. Give me an example. I can't think of one. Normally, when you've been cursed with no power, when you've been cursed with slapping, as Fury has, that's how you kind of finish your career. I've never seen someone go from the slap god to the one bang god. Will Fury be the first? I know there's Fury fans out there who will say, yeah, he's the first, yeah. Well, let's see it then. I'm all for it. If Fury goes in there and touches Wilder and Wilder's pointy Eritrean chin gets sparked, fair play to him. I'll give him all the credit, just like I did for the first fight. 10 out of 10 credit for going in there and getting on top of Wilder and mauling him. And to be fair, in that respect, the fact that Fury was able to pull that off, who knows? Many people would have bet that he couldn't have pulled that off. So will he be able to pull one punch power off? I think that's a bit of a level. I think that's just something a bit more innate to your person, if that makes sense. Going in there and executing a strategy is a possibility. One punch power, you can't strategize one punch power, I don't believe. Then again, maybe Fury's working on his timing as such, because sometimes or often one punch power has more to do with timing than it does actually brute force. Most of the one punch, for example, Marquez versus Pacquiao. Marquez had hit Pacquiao harder before, but it was the timing that really got Pacquiao to go all the way out. Then again, the way Fury's talking, he isn't really talking about timing. He's talking about pure brute force and being heavy and bulbous. That, for me, is just not a good look. I'd much rather... Then again, we don't know. I'm not in the camp. We're not in the camp. Can we take the sparring partner for his word? The sparring partner says, people not getting knocked spark out and whatnot. One punch power, and I can't believe he's showing one punch power. It's an amazing transformation, is what the sparring partner's saying. So, listen. For me, I'm a skeptic. I'm a skeptic of everything. So I'll believe it when I see it, and I'll give credit when I see it. And it will be amazing to see Wilder's pointy Eritrean chin get chipped. That said, the right hand, just thinking about it more technically speaking, if Fury knocks Wilder out, it's likely going to be a right hand, but how good is the right hand at knocking people out? I'm not so sold on the right hand, you know. It's quite rare for a right hand to knock someone out, really. It's normally hooks, because you have to get this chin on the angle. Right hands are straight down the pipe, which means that you're not able to cause the rattle in the head. Most KOs come from hooks, where you chip the end of the chin. And especially someone like Wilder. Wilder has a pointy Eritrean chin, which means that it extends at the bottom, which creates a lot of leverage. If you can just clip the end of it, his head will go kind of on a lever. It will go left to right really quickly. And that snapping motion, that's what jangles your brain around, and you end up kind of spark out on yourself. You end up with your abdominals clenching like John Fury, and his neck was clenched. Yeah? So, Fury, in my opinion, is going to have to work on his hooks because he slaps too much. And unfortunately, Mr. Kronk, he's not paying attention. He's too busy with his shirt on and his chain on. From what I've seen of Tyson Fury on the bag, he's still slapping. So unless they're doing it on purpose and they're trying to show something later, then nothing's changed. And I think that Mr. Henry Hoover knows. I think he is buying the sauce a bit. I think he's just doing way too much. Me personally. I think he thinks it's all a bit of a laugh. So I don't care what no one says. The minute you got your trainer and your fighter partying it up, that for me is a step over the line at that point. What won't you accept then? What bandwagon won't you, like, it's like he's riding the bandwagon now. Oh yeah, let's party together too. Let's just completely get on the bandwagon together. That's the feeling I've got. When I'm proved wrong, put my hands in the air and say, you know what, fair play. You're right. You've just sparked Wilder out with one punch. And even, who knows, maybe Fury will even knock Wilder spark out of a slap. Fury will just slap him, like he's been doing, and that will knock him out. Because, let's not forget, the slap has dented Wilder's head for him. So who knows? Anyway, listen. I'm excited for this fight, relatively speaking. It's it's a shame it should have happened last year, but we're here now anyway. It's not long to go, what, 5 weeks? That's one blessing we've had, it's not long. One punch power, I like the attitude. But I do get the feeling, I worry to a little bit of an extent. Not that I care, but I worry to a little bit of an extent, logically speaking. I wonder about how much they're buying the hype. That's all.